Samsung recently launched the Galaxy S4, which will join the Sony Xperia Z and the HTC One as one of the most wanted Android smartphones this year. All three phones come with Full HD display. Join us as we check out the pros and cons of each phone. The design of the Samsung Galaxy S4 does not differ much from the Galaxy S3. You still see polycarbonate being used for its body, which has a less premium look and feel. Plastic has its plus point too. The Galaxy S4 is the lightest among the three phones at 130 grams. The Galaxy S4 is also the only phone in this comparison to come with a removable battery cover, making it easy to swap battery when it runs out of juice or in need of replacement. You will see the familiar physical home button, which is flanked by the back and menu button. The HTC One is the most solid phone of the three. The aluminium body gives the One a modern look, which is very different from the design language used in previous HTC devices. Like the HTC Butterfly, the One has a curved back that greatly helps in the handling aspect. Due to the zero-gap body construction, the battery cannot be removed. Take note that HTC has removed the menu button and only has the home and back buttons for navigation. It may take some time for you to adapt to the new button layout. The Sony Xperia Z has a more rectangular form factor compared to the other two phones. Despite its simple form, it still looks stunning thanks to its rear glass panel and signature metal power button on the side. However, with glass panels on both the front and back of the phone, the device picks up smudges and fingerprints very easily and needs constant maintenance to ensure it looks presentable. The Xperia Z is not all about looks. It is also water and dust resistant, which means you can use it at the pool or beach without fear of harming the device. However, take note that it's not waterproof and is not designed to be submerged in water. Similar to the HTC One, the Xperia Z battery cannot be removed. The Xperia Z follows in the footsteps of the Nexus devices by using on-screen navigation buttons. The only drawback is that the buttons take up a bit of the screen space. The Samsung Galaxy S4 and Sony Xperia Z have 5-inch Full HD displays, while the HTC One has a slightly smaller 4.7-inch Full HD display. Now let's see how a 1080p video looked on the three phones. It's a close fight between the Samsung Galaxy S4 and HTC One, with both displays offering more vibrant and saturated colors. The Xperia Z, on the other hand, looks slightly washed out. All three phones come with Android Jelly Bean, with the Samsung Galaxy S4 running the latest 4.2.2 software. Let's take a look at what software features each phone has to offer. Samsung TouchWiz interface offers the most number of customized features on the Galaxy S4. As it runs on the latest Android 4.2.2 version, the Galaxy S4 has features such as lock screen widgets and quick settings. Samsung enhanced the quick settings to include more toggles. The Galaxy S4 comes with a bunch of new features such as Air View, Air Gesture, Smart Pause, and Smart Scroll. In an upcoming feature, we will explore how many of these features we would actually be using in our daily lives. HTC goes back to the basics with Sense 5.0 as it has a cleaner and refreshing look. Unlike the Galaxy S4, the One comes with lesser features. One of the key features is Blink Feed, a home screen panel that helps you quickly glance through your preferred content without having to launch multiple apps. Some users find the Flipboard-like functionality appealing, while others prefer the conventional apps and folder layout. If you dislike Blink Feed, you can set another panel as the home screen or download third-party app launchers. Sony has left the stock Android experience largely intact compared to HTC and Samsung, but does come with a couple of Sony customization. With a concept similar to Samsung multi-window feature, Sony has a feature called Small Apps. It essentially allows for deeper multitasking by allowing you to open a particular app window while you are using another app. By default, you have 4 small apps installed. You can add more to the collection by tapping on the plus sign to access Google Play for more small apps. Sony also adds in some of its own apps, such as Sony Car and Sony Select. Whether customized interfaces or stock Android is better depends on individual preferences. While the stock Android generally gives you a smoother user experience, customized interfaces do offer useful features such as power management tools and more camera tweaks. The imaging aspect looks to be the next big thing for smartphones. The 3 phones in this comparison are equipped with some of the best cameras in the market. Let's take a look. The Galaxy S4 is equipped with a 30-megapixel rear autofocus camera with LED flash and a 2-megapixel front-facing camera. Both cameras are able to shoot 1080p videos at 30 frames per second. The camera interface of the Galaxy S4 is also redesigned to mirror that of the Galaxy camera, where the different scene modes are accessed via a scroll wheel. The One has a rear camera which HTC brands as Ultra Pixel. It is essentially a custom-designed 4-megapixel camera sensor with enlarged pixels to take in more light, resulting in better photos under low light conditions. It also shoots video in 1080p and with HDR. Its front-facing 2.1-megapixel camera comes with wide-angle lens and HDR. The camera user interface is about the same as the Butterfly and One X family. In other words, it's pretty straightforward to use. The Xperia Z sports a 30-megapixel rear camera with Exmo RS for mobile, which comes with HDR video recording. The 2-megapixel front-facing camera is also able to shoot videos in Full HD. We find the camera user interface of the Xperia Z easy to use. All 3 flagship devices are set to fight for the minds and wallets of consumers later this month. Which one will emerge victorious? Only time will tell. The 3 telcos in Singapore will launch the Samsung Galaxy S4 in the coming weeks, while the HTC One 32GB will be in stores from 13 April. The Sony Xperia Z has been in stores since March. That's all for this video. For more information on the phone, do check out our reviews and hands-on article on HardwareZone.com.